I'm Adam Hassett, owner of Rolling Stock in San Francisco, and I'd like to tell you the story of our business. The story begins with my father, Al Hassett, a lifelong entrepreneur. Decided to open what he called a specialized wrecking yard, selling the high turnover items, mainly used tires, used wheels, and hubcaps. The evolution of rolling stock begins with that thought. After searching many different neighborhoods in the city, Al decided that the Mission District was the perfect fit. There was a high pride of ownership of vehicles. The car culture was important in the Mission District. And in May of 1988, rolling stock opened at the corner of South Van Ness and 18th. In the beginning, it was a challenge. With inventory so limited, having one of these tires, two of those tires, two of these hubcaps, a set of 3 wheels on the showroom floor, like who's gonna buy 3 wheels? So I was 14 years old when rolling stock opened. I remember helping out just as much as I could. I'd come in on Saturdays, I'd come to the shop after school. My first paid gig was passing out flyers. I continued to work at the shop through high school and through my college career at San Francisco State. I pretty much did every job in the shop, from scrubbing white walls to mounting tires, to being a foreman, to being an assistant manager, to being the manager. And after graduating San Francisco State with a business degree in small business management entrepreneurship, I made a deal with my dad to purchase the business from him. Throughout the next few years, rolling stock began to gain traction and began to grow. But the next big milestone in our evolution came in around 2008. We lost our lease at our location after about 20 years. Being at one established location for 20 years and losing our lease ended up being a really stressful time for me. Where are we gonna relocate the business? Is it gonna be smaller? Is it gonna be bigger? Are people gonna follow us? This all happened at the same time as the recession hit in 2008. However, there was a car dealership just 2 blocks away from our location that ended up going under. Before they even put a sign on the building for rent, I already had a deal worked out with the landlord. The new location was absolutely fabulous. The feel was more open. Combine that with the fact that our techs got to work indoors instead of outdoors. We added different services. We began to grow in ability and credibility. This was an important change for rolling stock and me. I felt the original location at South Van Ness was kind of my dad's location. Now at the new spot, it was a reflection of me and my vision of the business. We were rocking and rolling compared to how business used to be before, where I used to do all the bills, do the payroll, did everything. I had to bring in the one person that could do it with me, my wife, Rana. Thank God for her. We made a huge, important leap in their evolution of rolling stock, which was going with a digital point of sale system. Everything was recorded. We paid for off-site data storage, so every night all the information was backed up. Who would have known that was a crucial decision in our business? On the morning of November 8th, 2015, we got a call that the shop was on fire. I jumped in my car, headed up 101, and could see the cloud of smoke from the freeway. I knew that was my shop. I knew it was gone.
There are now reports the fire
destroyed a tire shop and forced 21 people to run for their lives.
Has spread to a second building.
Here at the Rolling Stock Tire Shop at 16th and Shotwell.
We also can tell you flames coming from the roof of the building could be seen as far away as Oakland and Marin County.
Fire department knew it was a very intense fire, very toxic, because of all of the materials inside that tire shop.
The owner says his building is a total loss.
Luckily, no one was hurt.
I'll never forget that fateful day, watching the shop burn on a Sunday morning. Most all of my employees came out to the location to be with me, my family, my friends. We stood there together and mourned the loss of that historic building and our location. The next few months was quite a struggle. Thank goodness for the fact that we had digital records as opposed to paper records. It really allowed us to paint the picture to our insurance company of our financial trajectory, and ultimately was saving grace for our business. Rolling stock had to evolve. I just didn't know how or where it was going to evolve. The Mission District priced us out. Luckily, I was able to save some machines out of the fire and put them in a storage unit. I began to rebuild the machines and called in a rep for our tire machine to help me go through the parts that we needed to get the machine back up and running. rep said, hey, there's a tire company on the corner of Bayshore and Industrial that has a machine that's similar to yours and it's kind of messed up too. Maybe you could go check that out and make one machine out of two. I did that. I came and talked to Rich Costas, who was the owner of Commercial Tire, checked out his machine, and it was not gonna work. But I said, hey, this is a great location. You considering selling? He said, as a matter of fact, the business has been for sale for 5 years. Lights went off in my head. Long story short, made a deal with the dude. The chips fell into place. Rolling stock opened July of 2016 at 601 Bayshore Boulevard in the Bayview, bigger and badder than ever. I was driven to open up the new shop again. New location, new parking lot. We were able to retain about 95% of my crew, combined with the crew that was already existing here at Commercial Tire. And now I'm changing the tires on the fire trucks that put out my fire. It's been 4 years that we've been open here at our new location at 601 Bayshore. I finally got it looking the way I want it. It's operating on all cylinders. We're changing tires on backhoes, on 69 Cutlasses. We're lifting trucks, we're lowering cars, we're rocking and rolling. And it's all because of our great loyal customers, our great staff, our great communities in San Francisco, specifically the Mission District and the Bayview District, and everybody. I just want to say thank you for supporting us for the past 32 years, and I look forward to serving you for the next 32 years. Thanks, guys.